social capital is what you can do with the people you already have. The people you already have now are the people you already have. Principals do not get to choose their teachers, just like teachers do not get to choose their children. You have to work with the people you've got and get the best out of them. If a teacher is always wishing for better children, they're making a mistake as a teacher. If the principal is always wishing their world will be better if only they had different teachers, then they're probably not doing their job well as a principal. In the short term, therefore, what matters is social capital. How much trust there is in your community. In your school, do the teachers trust the principal? Do they trust each other? Or do the teachers gossip all the time? Do they tell little stories at the expense of other people? If your school has a lot of gossip, it's not just because you're Italian. It's probably because there's not much trust within the school. So all the messages go around the power structure rather than through it. Is there collaboration? Do teachers work together? Do they help each other? Do they share ideas? Or do they compete? Do they teach together sometimes? Do they feel responsible for all the children, not just the children in their class? Do the special education teachers and the classroom teachers work together for all the children who struggle? Or does the classroom teacher send their children with disabilities somewhere else? Do they collaborate well together? Do schools work together? Or are schools isolated from each other or competitive with each other? In Finland, in Canada, in Singapore, in all these high-performing places, when one school struggles, the other schools will help it. They don't say, thank goodness it is not me. They say, we are all responsible for the children in our community, all the schools together. If one school falls, we must help to lift it back up over time. This is what we see in this book, in all these high-performing countries that we have looked at. And here is the very big thing about the power of social capital. And it is a study in New York City by a business professor called Carrie Liana. She looked at 5th grade students, 11-year-olds, in 130 New York schools. She looked at their mathematics achievement, and then she correlated it with two kinds of measures. The first measures were measures of human capital, the teacher's skills based on observation, the level of qualifications, their knowledge of mathematics. And then she took measures of social capital, how well they worked with their colleagues, how much trust there was within the school. And this is what she found. First, both these factors matter. Both of them increase. High human capital increases teacher quality. Better teachers get you better quality. It's obvious. Second, high social capital is connected to student achievement. Teachers who work well together get better quality than teachers who are left by themselves. But here's the big thing. Social capital increases human capital, but the opposite is not true. In other words, no matter how poor you are as a teacher, if you are with strong colleagues who work together, you will become a better teacher just because of who are your colleagues and how well they work together. A poor teacher can become a satisfactory teacher. An adequate teacher can become a good teacher. A good teacher can become a brilliant teacher. And some of you will know when you've gone the other way, if you've left a very good school and moved to a school where you are by yourself, where you have no support, where nobody can help you, where nobody shares their ideas, you become worse as a teacher because of who are your colleagues. The opposite is also true. So, social capital raises human capital, but human capital does not raise social capital. If you believe that the answer to the future of your school is by finding one-star teacher or two-star teachers who can save your school, you'll be disappointed. It is like trying to raise the level of a football team, and I will mention no football team in particular, by thinking, I just signed 2 very expensive players and it will raise the quality of the whole team. It's not true unless they work together. So in the short term, the really good news is, until we can attract better human capital, until that policy takes effect, until we see the results in 10 years, there are things we can do right now with the people we already have that will raise the quality, the capital of what we have in our schools. These are not competitive ideas, right? This is not saying you shouldn't pay attention to human capital, but the ideas go together in combination, a short-term strategy and a longer-term strategy.